Hello, hello, and a wonderful day to you. I hope that you're having a great on-passive day. It's exciting stuff, and we are going to go through it probably pretty quickly. This is a comprehensive update, and we got, man, there's tons of stuff going on. So, Connect, excuse me. We've finalized the script that we've talked about since the 25th, and it's already started the migration process, excuse me. I think that's right in line with everything Mr. Mufar has talked about, and I know that this is going to be a game changer. He also says, if you're happy with that right now, you just wait. You ain't seen nothing because there's some AI components and some neat things coming out that they're finalizing. And he believes that O Connect is going to set the standard for every other product in the ecosystem. So I'm going to recap all this a little bit. Ashton talked about his vision to create a better market, a cleaner, ethical market, where everything is centralized, meaning that it's simplified, it's easy to understand, and all in one platform where everybody has access to it and anybody can afford it. One that's going to give us regular folks, in a way, a break, right, to level the field. And this is exactly what we're doing. So the ecosystem, which is a complete digital AI-driven solution for businesses, nonprofits, and individuals, is one simple sign-on. It's done. It's all done. And obviously, he's got a rollout plan. He talked about that the other week. Excuse me. Now, we've been told pretty much what's coming, right? The products that are going to be rolled out first. And the ones we know, for the most part, that are set for the phased rollout, a strategic rollout throughout the year. You've got the ONPASSIVE ecosystem, huge platform, unique, right? Users register for access to that and to digital solution subscriptions through what we call the SaaS business model. That's how it's set up. We've also got O Connect, which is the final release is imminent, and it's the best video conferencing software on the planet, I believe, and provides a seamless virtual connection to folks around the globe. We have Omail, revolutionary web email platform. We've got Onet, which is slated to be one of the most probably excellent social media platforms that will ever be available. And it's a social network that encourages us to connect. We have OTrim, custom URL shortener, created obviously by OnPassive, makes URLs easy to send and share and broadcast and publicize on media and yada, yada, yada. One of my favorites, OTracker, is going to be probably the next one coming out. It's an AI-driven web analytics solution, comprehensive. It's got more features than any other. Actually, it's got more features than all other web analytics programs out there. So we've heard Ash talk about O-Verify and KYC. KYC is it's an acronym for Know Your Customer. Sometimes people call it Know Your Client, but KYC checks are mandatory processes of identifying and verifying the client's identity when opening an account, and periodically over time, they need to be done again. So O-Verify is a verification solution. It's more advanced than anything else on the market. We've also heard about Enjoy, O-Women, O-Bless, some others that have not been brought fully into the limelight yet, although we have seen O-Bless used a couple of times by OnPassive. Excuse me. Ash also talked about his vision. He's done this often, right? And the other day he talked about pillars of his vision. Now, the first pillar he talked about was having that complete digital ecosystem, our system, right? The one-stop shop. That's done, though it's not totally available on the market yet. It's on the way, right? We're getting ready. The second pillar of the vision he talked about was the independent exclusive domain registrar that's operating globally. And we know that that's also been done. That was accomplished when we became accredited through ICANN. Now, the third pillar to the vision is having our own data center. This project has been underway for quite a while. We've talked about it for years. And thanks to the many techs and engineers that have been working so hard, we've made great headway with that. I mean, they traveled continents and oceans and crossed across the countries and did everything so that they could develop this for us. The data centers, they are unique, they are disruptive, and it's something that's definitely like OConnect and some of our products. It's a game changer, but our data center is a game changer specifically in the field of data hosting. So the data center is not absolutely complete, but the biggest part of it's been done. So we can rightfully say that the data center is a done deal. In other words, it's on the way and it's being all sewn up. Now, there's also the payment processing solution that's being brought out, and being our own bank acquirer, right, to have complete financial solution, wallets, and everything needed for money mobilization, for transferring money and all that stuff, right? And that's going to give us complete independence within ourselves, right? We've never wanted to be beholden to third-party processors or anything like that. So this is what Ash has been rolling out. This is what he's talked about. So that's also in the final stages, and it's set for release this year as well. That's huge because it's imminent, it's upcoming, and it's going to overshadow everything in a way, because the financial element is going to be woven into every other aspect of ONPASSIVE. And it's massive, and it's awesome, and it sounds easy. Oh yeah, ONPASSIVE is like working on 4 pillars. But you know what? Putting them all in place as an integrated unit, the way that we do it, the way that Ash does things and the tech teams move, right? All the moving parts, superior products all working together, the culture, the heart, and implementing it all, excuse me, it's absolutely monumental. And doing it this way, right? The way that we do it is going to make a colossal impact. So this year is really shaping up to be something rather spectacular. And don't forget that we've still got the unveiling of the A-bomb. We know that this was done last year, but it's not been unveiled to us yet. Regardless, it's certainly going to be another top, right? Top. Now, Ash has also mentioned some things, and he hinted at some others, right? In general, though, when he tells us something, that thing that he tells us, it keeps turning and processing in the background. It keeps progressing until he lets us know, it might change. Or if he doesn't, then it's not getting disabled or delayed. It stays intact and the process keeps going. Now, the other day, he told us not to assume that something has changed simply because he hadn't said anything else about it since initially bringing it up. As an example, he talked about January commissions, and he said, the process of payout specifically in this, not everything had been done yet, but everything is on track to finish here in January. We're going to talk about that in just a minute, because he had some powerful words for it yesterday. And we're not only going to finish in January, but we're going to have some. We're going to go out of January with a very powerful way, in a bang, right? And my message here is also one of patience. I mean, I know we're all eager, but the payout process is taking a little longer than we expect. So you can choose to exercise patience. Just kind of be cool about it all. It's happening, and what we're waiting for is on the way, and it's coming probably faster than you might think. Just so we know, there were 2 merchants that we contracted with, and they kept quite a bit of money that came from our system. They held on to it. They stole from us. Okay. Apparently, there was a processor and somebody at an acquiring bank that were related, and they were playing hard and loose with ONPASSIVE funds. Mr. Mafar said, hey, they saw the games they were playing, that they had said some things that were simply not true, falsely accusing us, things in defense of what they had done. And aside from the money issue, flat out, they're just lying about us, and they're just bad actors. Well, I mean, what they said was false, wrong, inaccurate, and that sort of thing. And we could see that it was going to negatively impact the ONPASSIVE reputation. And that's something that Mr. Mufar couldn't stand for, so we had to fight for that. And you may remember 3 years ago, he said, you know what, this is our business, and we're going to fight for it with blood and bone. So that's what they're doing. As a result, there's been an ongoing legal battle that's made it all the way to the highest authorities in the countries where these folks operate. And that fight, that legal battle, is about to let loose or render with a remedy for the damage that has taken place. And the remedy will probably come out in stages. Now, the first thing we're looking for is the release of funds, obviously. Secondarily, ONPASSIVE is looking to compensate all those that were negatively affected by this, by the bad people, the company, the staff, some of the vendors. But just know that there is a legal process going on. So Ash is rather careful about what he says, as are others in the company. I mean, this is an ongoing thing. So at any rate, we don't need to be worrying about it. The company's got it well in hand. And what probably matters most is that we're successful in our efforts, to get this remedy. And we should also, by the way, get some good compensation as a recompense for the damage they caused us for the delay and the rollout and all the problems, right? But it might take a minute. So chill, be patient. Meanwhile, expect that the release of funds is imminent. And as soon as that happens, we expect payouts to begin. So perhaps as early as next week, which looks like it is, right? That'll be coming through the fiat banks and crypto. And it looks like the numbers that Mr. Mufara had come out with, he was looking at some numbers about employees, saying, we were questioned about that. We had about 2,000 employees over the years, and we've talked about that a few times in some videos, about how many we have and that sort of thing. And, people were questioning us pretty hard on it. But 2,000, that's a pretty good number. Now, many of those folks have left. Why? Who knows? Maybe some weren't a good fit. Maybe others violated codes of conduct or didn't fit in with the integrity or spirit of ONPASSIVE. Whatever the reasons, it's still a massive accomplishment. And to go through the process of staffing and filtering it all and appraising, yada, 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 HR and finance stuff, absolutely incredible, which is like everything else Ash seems to do. So we continue to expand as we did in 2023 into more regions with a lot more offices. But the process does take time. And so that should explain, why we are where we are, because it is a very time consuming process. Now, the importance of being equipped and staffed for the vision ahead can't be overstated. But we are blessed in that we've got a large number of incredible, talented staff. They are located across the globe, and they make us stable everywhere across the globe. So things are definitely moving in the right direction, and the vision is moving in big ways. And there is a great year for lined up for us, man. I'm tired, right? I mean, tired. I'm excited. In a couple of years, with the 4 pillars in place, right, having the staff and the budget, having the equipment, the properties, all of that. I mean, what I'm saying is we're getting ready. The time is not right now, but it's on the way. We're getting ready, right? We're about to start. And when we do, that's when the fun begins. And there were other numbers rather, that Ash looked at, good ones. He thought that there was going to be about 10 million paid out this month, or at least the benefits or the payments would start. Turns out that we expect to release or start to release about 37 million in funds this month. That's $37 million in bonuses and commissions and some of the credits that are also available. And as a point of interest, there's been about 37,000 withdrawal requests with payouts that range from 20 bucks all the way up to 25,000 bucks per request. And some affiliates have already submitted a second request. But keep in mind, we're getting ready. This is the beginning. If we had not been cheated by those corrupt companies, right, we could have focused more on rolling out more products and getting these things done instead of the legal battles. And we would have certainly been seeing higher commission rates and a higher number of those payments getting paid. So here's the good news, right? Mind-blowing. As of Monday the 29th, we're set to start making bulk payouts and taking care of the pending withdrawal requests. It's going to be a gradual progression, right? Saying that the tests are going to start in smaller bunches and stabilize that. Then they'll like double that, get a larger number and go at it again, stabilize it until all the payments are cleared. Now, as of Wednesday the 31st at midnight, that's the last time that we're going to be accepting payments for the current version of OConnect at the current price. Now, to me, that's huge. But I mean, specifically, he's talking about credit cards, right? A couple of days later, the halting of the crypto payments is going to follow that. So we're going to resume and reopen for renewals for OConnect for the new registration to include new members, right? New members at the new rate and new processors with the new release of OConnect. And this is going to be rolled out essentially as a commercial launch. And immediately following that is going to be the release of information about the pending new product launches. So this is all happening next week. It's all bang, I mean, we are finally in it, and we're talking about days before that happens, and before that does happen, we're going to be clearing the pending requests, and all this activity, right, is taking us into the next phase. And at the end of the month, Mr. Mufar has also indicated that everybody's going to have a 10-day extension starting from Monday, so we can clear all this stuff out and by the extension, I'm talking about the O Connect. So life is really good. We are on top of it, and I am just, man, my brain was on fire. So, hey, it's very realistic to expect hundreds of millions, whether we're talking about people coming in or dollars going out. And getting there is going to make for a very exciting year. So get ready to be in the best shape of your lives. Get your engine going, get ready to punch the gas, and I hope you have an awesome day. Thanks. Bye.